Hello, welcome to the video. I'm going to talk about a few things around 6 tricks that you can use as a funnel builder to, in your practice to ease a little bit more the things on your shoulders and to speed things up, speed your research phase, your funnel building phase, etc., etc., etc. So I'm going to talk about creating a funnel. I'm going to talk about expanding on specific topics. I'm going to talk about finding desires of your target audience. I'm going to talk about finding and researching pain points of your target audience, research and write content, and how to generate color palettes for your websites based on one specific color that you like it to be. So those are 6 different topics. I just introduce the frameworks, and then from there, you can just reverse engineering it and expand on those things as well. So I hope you enjoy it. If you do, drop the like or drop a comment. Cheers. All right, another cool thing that you can do for ChatGPT is, let's say that you are trying to, increase your funnel design skills, your practice is just design, or you are trying to create mockups for your funnel portfolio, but you don't really know how to build copy, right? So that you can utilize ChatGPT to help you with that. So the first thing you can do is you can ask to create a product description based on the following details. So, and then you just generate whatever you want to create, right? So let's say that you want to create something like a sales funnel course, right? So sales funnel course, videos, scripts, calls, resources, templates, and then you say something like this course solves the following problems: lack of leads, low designing skills, selling high ticket, and more. This is just something that I created before, so let's go ahead and see what it does. So our sales funnel course is the perfect solution for anyone struggling with lack of leads or difficult selling high ticket items. This comprehensive course includes video, scripts, calls, resources, and templates to help improve, etc., etc. So let's see what it when it finishes, and let's come back. All right, so that's exactly what it did. So this is a based structure for the product. Now, what we want to do is we want to create a product. Now, actually, we want to do like a product kind of description, So again, we can do something like based on the previous product description, act like an experienced copywriter and write a headline and paragraph for the hero section of a sales page. Okay. So again, this is something that I already tested before. So usually he creates something pretty cool. So headline: boost your sales and generate more leads with our comprehensive sales funnel course. Are you tired of struggling to generate leads and close high ticket sales? Our sales funnel course is here to help. So there you go. There's a main hero section. So then you can go section by section by section. Now these I haven't created yet, so I'm going to go a little bit in terms of freestyle. So headline, then you can generate problem focused paragraph that can relate to my audience. Here are a few details about the audience. They have tried paid ads, creating their own course, building a Facebook group, cold outreach, email marketing, etc. Explain why these are not the right solutions and why this course will be better. Okay, so again, this is completely free, right? So let's try to see what is that is going to. Right, so if you tried paid ads, creating your own course, building a Facebook group, cold outreach and email, but you are still struggling to generate leads, close sales, you are not alone. These tactics may work for some businesses, but they may not be the right fit for everyone. The problem with this solution, so basically it starts to give you the outline. Now, you can simply copy and paste this for the introduction kind of thing. And as you can see, we are already in the third section, in the second to third section of the funnel. And then what you need to do is you need to create the feature section, you need to create the about page, you need to create all these things, and then the offer stack and all that stuff. Which, by the way, if you follow the same process, you will be able to get there. So for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to share these 3 examples. If you would be interested in sharing or having videos for the other examples, let me know, and I'll create those. Another interesting thing that you can do is, once you start collecting these breadcrumbs, just like we did with the previous video with course creators, you can actually do some crazy things, like for example asking them what kind of platforms do course creators think about using to launch a course. So let's see what kind of answer does he come up with. So there you go. He's trying to write it. Learning management system. These software platforms allow course hosts, etc. For example, Moodle, Blackboard, Canvas. And we have online course marketplaces, Udemy, Coursera, and Teachable. Social media like Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to promote their courses. Websites, that to sell their courses. Ultimately, the best platform for a course creator will depend on their goals, target audience. Some courses may choose to use a combination of different platforms. So we can try to see more about what he thinks about this. So can you expand more about this topic and see what he comes up with? Right. So there you go. Goals. Course creators may have different goals for the course, such as generating income, etc. So let's see what he provides. What kind of data does he provide? So there we go. So goals, and explain about it. Target audience, he explains about it. Type of course, explains about it. Marketing promotion, he explains about it. So it's something that you can simply ask these kinds of things to try to see if you can get more out of it. And this is actually fairly true. So let's say people choose Moodle, Blackboard, or Canvas. Now a lot of people choose these are just simply most people are from universities and stuff like that, and then Teachable, Udemy, Coursera are other type of people. So one of the things that you can do is you can simply mention why having your own system can be better and more profitable than utilizing Udemy, Coursera, and Teachable or other platforms. Another cool thing that you can do with ChatGPT is actually try to find what people are looking for or are trying to obtain when they launch their online course. So you can actually ask them that, what kind of results are course creators looking for when they start selling their course online. So here, he might not answer right away. You might want to rephrase that in a different way. So let's see what he comes up with. There you go. So course creators typically want to see a high level of enrollment and completion of their courses. Okay. Other metrics may consider when evaluating the success of the course is the average length of students spent on the course. So all these things. Okay. So you can summarize it with using bullet points. Bullet points is also, I don't know. Let's go ahead and do it that way. So let's see how it does. Okay, so here's some key points of the course: enrollment and completion rates. Course creators typically want to see high level feedback from students, profitability. Course creators may be interested in overall profitability, attracting new students. Course creators may want to see their course attract new students, ongoing revenue. Some course creators may be interested in creating a course that generates ongoing revenue, engagement. Course creators may want to see high-level engagement. Other metrics that course creators may consider when evaluating the success of their courses include the average length of time, etc., etc., etc. Right? So all these stuff is things that they are looking for, right? They want to get this, and there's way more. Obviously, these are just not the only ones, but this is a very good thing to get started. To start understanding your audience. It's like enrollment and completion rates. Course creators typically want to see a high level of enrollment in their course. Who does it? Every course creator that has built a course, obviously they want to make a lot of money, but they also want to have a high enrollment rate and they want to have a high completion rate, because there's nothing more frustrating for a digital course than people buying it, but then not going through everything, right? So if you are targeting course creators, if you specialize on that, how do you make this happen? Right? How to make these happen. So this is actually a very good topic, and you can actually try to find, again, you can copy this stuff just like we did with the other video. You can copy this stuff and save it in a Google Doc to make sure that you don't forget about these things, because all these things are very good. Feedback from students, this is awesome and very necessary. If you have the solution for this is going to be very helpful for your clients to see that your unique value proposition, right? So profitability, very important as well. How can you increase the overall profitability of the course? Attracting new students, how can you make this happen? Ongoing revenue, how can you make this happen, right? Memberships and all that stuff. So all these things are very good starting points, and then you want to create from that. So a lot of the nitty-gritty that you would be need to do on your own, you can actually fast track that and then start writing from that. So let's see, just imagine how fast it's going to be to come up with topics that are very good topics, and then creating a 30-day action plan for content generating kind of thing. It's not going to be tedious any longer. It's fairly simple. It's like write it down and then find the ones that are the best topics to talk about. And then the best part about it is that the more you do this, the higher engagement you're going to get, the more conversation you're going to build, the more details you're going to get, the more personalized you're going to create the next copy. And this is a never-ending cycle. The more you do it, the more information you're going to get, the more copy and topics you want to have to build content around. So this is actually a very cool thing. So this is another topic, and then you can actually try to find ways to make this happen afterwards, and probably we're going to cover that in a different video. One of the main things that most people struggle when writing content is basically finding the topics to talk about. So the first thing is you want to understand the audience, and then you want to find the topics they want to talk about. So we can find those things. Usually you need to find that with experience, but you can find those things with ChatGPT if you try to find it. So you can actually ask, what kind of struggles do digital course creators go through when trying to sell online? Okay, and then we are going to see exactly what it comes up with. So there you go. Competition. There are many other course creators selling similar courses. Lack of visibility. It can be hard to get noticed by potential customers. Limited resources. Many course creators are working on their own and not have access to resources. Technical challenges. Creating and selling a course. Pricing. Setting the right price. All these different ones are actually very good. Marketing and promotion. It can be difficult to get the word out there. Customer support. And then overall. So it's like all these things are very good pain points from this specific audience. So this is something that you can have in mind. So in this case, actually, because all of them are very good, I would simply copy them and paste them in a search kind of document. So there you go. I just placed them here. So competition, lack of visibility, limited resources, technical challenges, pricing, marketing promotion, and customer support. So all this stuff is actually something that you can do and help other people do as a funnel builder. So competition. There are many other course creators selling similar courses, which can make it difficult to stand out. So this is exactly something that you want, to highlight. It's like you want to start creating content from this. So, and then you want to make sure that your audience understands that your solution is actually good and it eliminates this fear. So, for example, lack of visibility can be hard to get noticed by potential customers, especially if you don't have a strong online presence. So, how do you build that online presence and marketing, and how do you get noticed by potential customers, right? So you can, provide that that solution. And now, all these solutions, you can go to ChatGPT and ask for the solution, right? So, for example, which can be how to stand out from. So, how can digital course creators stand out from the crowd? From their competitors using sales funnels. So you can do these kinds of things and then try to find the answers to it. But then again, this is your job. Your job is to be very, very good at sales funnels. So you need to know how to make that happen. How does your solution makes this fear go away? So for example, here you can see that he's coming up with tons of things. So offering valuable free resources to build emails list and establish, as an expert, creating a sense of urgency, using email marketing, providing social proof, optimizing the checkout process. So this is not really great, but then it adds more and more and more and more and more. So it's like you can do all these things. It's like breadcrumbs. You find a good one and then research that specific good one. But you want to make sure that you always have the good ones in the Google Doc so that you never forget, and you can experiment different ways to get that kind of idea. So then again, it's like this is a very good pain point. This is a very good pain point. This is a very good pain point. So for example, many course creators are working on their own and may not have access to the resources and expertise needed, right? So they don't have these. So what kind of solution do you have, right? So it needs to be simple, it needs to be effective, and it's something hands-on. So it's like they don't need to do a lot of work to make that happen. So they're going and technical challenge and pricing and all this stuff. It's like you can utilize this stuff to create content for that, right? So this is just research on the topics, and then obviously you can write your own copy using ChatGPT around these topics. So we're gonna cover that in a different video. Another cool thing that you can do using ChatGPT is to do research. So let's say that you're a funnel builder, right? So what you can do is you can ask, what are people searching about sales funnels? So, and you can change these for whatever you like. So let's copy this about sales funnels, and then it's going to think a little bit, and it's going to say something around what people are searching about sales funnels. So then you start saying something like, sales funnels are a widely used marketing concept that refers to the process of guiding, etc., etc., etc. People may search for information about sales funnels for a variety of reasons, such as to learn about the different stages of a sales funnel, to understand how to create. So all these things, and then it gives you a little bit of some common questions. Might be, what is a sales funnel and how does it work? How do I create a sales funnel for my business? What are the different stages of a sales funnel? And all these usual things. So basically, you can utilize these as different topics. So what you can say is expand on the following topic, and then you can add those things, and then it's going to expand on the following topic, but it's like, this is something that you want. This is an exercise that you want to do, that it's expanding the breadcrumbs. A sales funnel is a marketing model that outlines step, but goes through and all that stuff, and what this does is like, it can give you like an idea of how to start writing your content, right? So you already know that people are searching for what is a sales funnel and how does it work, and now you have an outlined version of how you can start expressing like content around how to clear that question, and then again, I always recommend to get the idea of it, and then start writing your own thoughts of it. Basically, it's like, get the structure that he outlines, and then start answering this question as you would, and another thing that you can do is turn the previous explanation or whatever explanation, turn a different. Let me see, how can I phrase this? So rephrase it so a fourth grader could understand. So let's see what it does afterwards. So this is another thing about AI. This kind of AI is that the type of language is going to be almost the same if you don't ask it to change the way that they write. So, and there you go. So there you go. Now let's see, in terms of what you can do after that, what are the different stages of a sales funnel? Let's see. So now what we can do, for example, is, what are some best practices for optimizing a sales funnel? How do I measure the effectiveness of my sales funnel? How can I use it? All right. So what we can do is, we can do something like act as a fancy title generator, or a hook, or a catchy phrase generator, or something like that, and build 5 different hooks for the following topic. And this topic is something. All right, so I changed it. So, and this topic is what we got right there. So basically, how can I use a sales funnel? There we go. So act as a fancy title generator and build 5 different hooks for the following topic. Now, in terms of hooks, you can also do like YouTube titles or something. Let's see what it comes up. Boost your sales and conversions with these proven sales funnel strategies. Maximize your revenue. The ultimate guide to using sales funnels, etc. The secret to increase sales conversion. All right. So adapt the previous 5 hooks into clickbait YouTube titles. You know, so there's tons of things that you can do. I'm just gonna give you just this last one. So let's see what it comes up to. Let's give it a couple of seconds. Let's see. Let's see what it does. Sure, here are 5. You won't believe how the sales funnel hacks increased my conversion by 300%. And I'm going to secret to boosting conversions. One more customers in sales. Watch this video. Discover the shocking techniques I use to double. So there you go, right? So those are some clickbait kind of things. You can do something like expand with 3 more benefits or 3 more benefit-oriented titles. Benefit-oriented titles. Let's see what it does. So yeah, so these kind of things basically it gets you from, you know, it's like breadcrumb after breadcrumb. Increase your sales, maximize your revenue, get more customers. You know, so these kind of things is pretty cool. And you just started with what are people searching about sales funnels, and then you dug a little bit deeper, and then obviously you can do like write a blog post, etc., etc., etc. So it's like you can do pretty like a lot of things. So yeah, go ahead and practice with it. Here's a cool trick that you can use using ChatGPT if you have trouble creating your own color palettes. Now, I don't recommend precisely to always use ChatGPT when you have trouble creating color palettes. This is just another cool trick that you can use it. I do recommend building the skill, the mastery of come up with your color palettes. But there you go. Let's use ChatGPT for that. So there's a prompt here, which is I want you to act as, and then what I want to say is something like UI UX developer, and let's ask him to come up with 5 different color palettes, sharing the hex code, the exact hex code. It's fine. And then where the primary color is going to be, primary color is dark blue. Okay. Now, what we also want to say is that we want you to utilize the colors. You know, so you want them to provide a color palette using, or in this case, with primary, secondary, and tertiary colors with an optimal color contrast or whatever. So copy that, paste it. Now the reason I copy is that sometimes it's crashy, so I don't need to rewrite everything. So let's see what he comes up with. Let's give him a couple of seconds to start writing this down. You know, so again, I don't recommend using this every single time, but it is gonna distribute the color palette. So this one is dark blue, light blue, and white. I did mention 5 different color palettes. Okay. Second one is dark blue, light blue, and gray. And it also gives you a little bit of detail here, which is okay. Dark blue, light green, and gray. Okay, interesting. Dark blue, bright yellow, and light gray. So gray. Let's see what it comes up with after that. Bold and energetic. So let's see. Light pink. So, you know, gray, pink, white. And then the last one is beige, something like that, right? So blue, orange, and beige. So let's see, how these colors add up. I hope these colors give you an inspiration. Pretty cool. Let's go ahead and do that. So I already have something pre-built here. So let's go ahead and utilize the colors. So this one. Let's do the next one, which is here. Here. And let's use, this is white. So just white. Interesting. So now let's utilize these 3. So now here we can use this one. This one I'm just going to use this button color, and now here we utilize white. So maybe in this case, instead of using this one, which is an okay color palette, because after that you can utilize, something like that. Click here. No, it's okay color palette, okay. But then you can do, you can invert the colors. So this one could be this color, this one could be white, and then you have this one as well, okay. And here you can use white or the other color. Right? If you use white, you want to add shadows. So so not bad, not bad. Let's see what the other color palettes have in place. So primary color, dark blue. So this is a different dark blue. So let's go ahead and do the exact same exercise. So here, and by the way, you can watch this at 2 times, so you don't spend a lot of time. Light green, so green, which is interesting. And now here, gray. So now you use this a gray color. We can utilize it as a background color. So here you can utilize this background color. Probably this one is gray. I'm not really a fan of it too much, but yeah, maybe if you invert the colors, maybe if you use this one instead, and now here we use that one. Still not really a big fan, but maybe we can utilize this in a different way. Okay, so here we can use this color, okay, now here we can utilize this one, but we can utilize the white color, and then for the paragraph, we can utilize this light gray. Okay, so because sometimes there's web developers that do this kind of adjustments, white and a little bit, not like the straight white, but a little bit of a gray. So you can, in this case, it's like a little bit too light, but anyway. So these two colors pair okay with each other. So far, I prefer this one, but yeah, that's another one. So, and then again, it's like you can try to play with it. So here, another one. Okay, so here and here. This one is bold and energetic, light gray. Let's see. It is a light gray, so let's go ahead and utilize that one. This blue. Let's see, maybe too bright. Maybe a little bit too bright. Now here we can utilize probably a dark color. But anyway, we are just changing it. So let's see if we can utilize this one instead, and then a light gray for. Yeah, this is bold and energetic. Not really too fun of it, but it's like you can play with it and see if you like it. So there's two more. Not really going to focus too much on that, but anyway, we can try to see the next here. Okay, so now here let's see if we can use these combinations. Okay, the contrast is not bad. This one, no. So again, you can utilize it. It's like if you like it or not. It's like something like it's personal, So then we can try to see if you can come up with a different variation. Yeah, but this one here, it needs to be white. So it's not bad in terms of color. This one is actually cool. But yeah, we did not utilize the dark blue, just this one. So yeah, but that's a cool combination. You might want to do something like, if you want to add a tertiary color, you might want to do something like this. Let's see. So adjust this to the bottom part. Maybe do something like that. But yeah, so this one is pretty cool actually. This one is okay. I was not a big fan of this one, but it's just personal preference. There's two more color palettes, but you got the gist. So it's like I'm not really going to go that route, but you can utilize ChatGPT to add colors and create color palettes for you.